Hey everybody, James here, Black Wolf Outdoors. Christmas Eve. Wish you all Merry Christmas out there. Hope you have a good holiday. Yesterday's live, I went through and I was removing the transaxles from these. Well, I already had the transaxle out of the one. Removing the transaxle from the other mower and ran into the nice little problem. Let me show you it real quick. So you can see this little metal bushing. It has a little locking screw right here. That screw is actually supposed to be locked into the axle here. So that is supposed to be back. That's also supposed to be locked into here on the inside of the transfer case of the transaxle. Since it's not, the whole axle comes out. The other side doesn't have that. I'm hoping it's inside and still has a screw in it, but that side comes out too. So may or may not be able to use that. Now I've got that pulley and a smaller pulley on that one. Give me a second real quick. I'm going to see if I can pop these two off, or at least get a good look, and see if the smaller pulley will fit on this transaxle. Alright, so the smaller pulley, you can see it's got the little teeth down in there. This one does not. And the shaft is too big. Unfortunately, I don't know anybody with a machine shop that can reduce that for me. Now, if I was going to be trying to use this one on here, that wouldn't work either because it's too big. It might get close, but like for this one, I could probably get like a metal collar and put down in there, something. I don't know. Probably not. But as I was saying yesterday on my live, fear not, there are other motors here. Trying to keep you guys out of the sun. Do a little walk over this way. All right. So, option number 1 and option number 2. All right, so this one is a yard machine. I'm almost betting that pulley right there would work on that transaxle up there if I decide to use it. It has a 7-speed manual. Oh, it does not go in. Okay. That's interesting. Actually got to push the brake down to put that in park. Kind of cool. It's also a viable option. Those are thoughts. There's a fuel tank. Looks to be a bit bigger than the one I have. And might even be able to mount it in the other mower. So there's options, there's thoughts. Always great to find more than what you're expecting. I like that. It's got a few other parts that look interesting that might be able to be used too. Okay, ignition switch has been removed from this one. Seat isn't any good. Got some options though. I'm liking it. All right, let's look at the other one. So this one is a Murray. I kind of like the body on this one. Kind of got a wider front end. It has a 6-speed. Not sure what this is. No. Is this mower deck? What's this then? That's interesting. Huh. But, you know, it's got a transaxle underneath it too. But yeah, kind of messed the rim up and stuff. Maybe even bent the axle on that. Trying to get a cotter key out of this at one point in time. But there's a couple different mowers here. A couple different options for transaxles. And a few different options for parts. Very nice. Hopefully between those two and what I already have, I can find something to put together. Should be able to. If not, I'm sure there's probably another lawnmower or two around here somewhere. And right up on top of the hill here, that is a shed that we had built at one point in time that we used to use for working on vehicles and stuff. And had grinder in it, all kinds of stuff. Just behind it is the house I grew up in. You can't see it. It's now buried in trees. Place fell apart. A bunch of trees fell on top of it. It's not livable anymore. But yeah, tis how life goes. Anyway, was gonna get down to the well house today and get some pictures of that, and try and work on figuring out a way to lift our pump and pressure tank and everything up, because the table that everything sat on collapsed. But don't exactly have the lumber and materials to be doing that yet. So I don't know if we're going to be doing that today. Maybe get down there tomorrow and look at it. Definitely need to get to it before the weather turns back to cold and freezes again. So we got a couple days. I mean, it's 70 some odd degrees out here right now, Christmas Eve. Gotta love the South. Even though most people won't classify Missouri as the South. But figured I'd give an update and wanted to get a video out there, because yesterday was just live, but it was a video. And I thank you all for stopping in and joining me. Great to see some of you guys. You know, great to be live again, because I ain't been on for a while. I'm trying to see if too many trees and thorn bushes and stuff. But like I said, I'll try and get down to the well house here in a little bit. At least get a couple pictures or something. I also do have this Craftsman mower. It's an older one. So yet again, another transaxle parts. It's only got 13.5 horsepower. It needs a carburetor, just like the other one does. But this one was a good running little machine. A friend of mine bought it. He had it for a couple years. Something happened to it. I'm going to assume is the carburetor, because that's what we found to be wrong with it. But we got this little box rear end that goes on it. If nothing else, go ahead and try at least get this thing back up and running. Possibly sell it. I don't know. Shall see. We got some wood there. Got some decking boards and stuff. I might be able to use that to rebuild. Used to have my own sawmill. And this is some of the lumber that I cut on that sawmill. Still got it around. And then some like little live edge slab pieces and stuff. That 4x4 is all torn up because we used it to chain behind lawnmower to try and drag the driveway to level gravel out and stuff. And then for the couple of you guys, whatever, that was asking about the truck yesterday, still haven't got up in here. You can't really see it too well. You can see where the shackle is supposed to be attached, right here. Or the leaf spring is supposed to be attached by a shackle right there. Instead, the leaf spring goes up and is actually kind of see the curve there. It's actually impacting the bed. So, no good. Other than that, the truck is still here. Because I went through and replaced all the fluids in it. I had it running a couple times. It hasn't really moved, but it's here. I got a kind of like I got one of the old style bumper jacks. I'm going to try and put under the rear of it, under the bed, and lift up, and then trying to get a secondary jack like in between the axle and the frame to push the axle down so that I can get that the old shackle pieces out and get the new shackle in. But yeah, for now that's an update. If I get down to the well house, I'll put out another little video short or something of it. But thank you all for tuning in, and my next video for the lawnmower, I'm going to have it pulled back over here by that table, the sawhorse table, so that I can go ahead, get the parts and pieces off the body of it and have somewhere to put them, and to where set up a couple blocks or something, set the engine up on it so I can work on it, and then get the body laid up here so I can get working on it, welding and everything else I need to do. But for right now, I'm gonna leave it where it is. I'll probably move it here, I don't know, hour or so. Maybe even wait till it gets dark. I don't know. Give me something to do. Other than that, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, all that cool stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.